Welcome to Alert Tales. Here, we uncover the most compelling real-life stories that stir emotions, ignite conversations, and bring us closer together. If you're drawn to tales that captivate and inspire, you've found your home. Hit subscribe and become part of our community for more unforgettable stories that will leave you hooked. My sister is 2 years older than me. She has always been bossy and would belittle and even physically hurt me when we were kids. Our relationship now is polite but distant, but I have asked her to be a bridesmaid for me since just asking my other sister and not her would create drama. As we grew, it was clear she was better at everything. She was more popular, got better results, and basically got what she wanted because she was difficult. Her husband is no better, and honestly, I can't stand the man. They did have a luxurious lifestyle with expensive dinners and constant trips which they would brag about. At the start of this year, she announced her pregnancy and gave birth in July. I've seen her baby a handful of times, and both my parents are always annoyed that I don't make more of an effort. At the weekend, we went to my grandma's house for food, drinks, and gift exchanges. I overheard my sister telling our cousins how hard she is finding motherhood and how much she misses her old lifestyle. She has also been complaining of how tired she is. I can't help but feel giddy with the idea that my life is starting to be better than hers. I own a lovely home, I'm engaged to a man that my parents like better than her husband, and we're child-free, so I'll never have to experience the stress and upset that she's going through. When she got pregnant, I told my fiancé that neither she nor her husband seemed like natural parents, and it may have an impact on their relationship, and he agreed. I can only talk to him about it, and I guess internet strangers, because everyone else would say I'm horrible. I, an 18-year-old female, have younger twin brothers who are 17. Ever since we were really young, I have had to step up to take care of them. While our parents took care of us in the traditional sense, like feeding us and bathing us, they were never mentally there for us. And now that we are older and not cute kids anymore, they are a lot more forward with their feelings towards us. Over the years, I have grown more of a maternal feeling towards my brothers than a sisterly one. Although I know we are really close in age, I can't help but see them as little kids I should protect and love and support. As we have grown up, I never really thought they recognized how much I had sacrificed to make sure they had a better childhood than I did. It was obvious I supported them in everything they wanted to do and be, and that oftentimes I was the one cooking for them and picking them up from school, but I wasn't sure if they just saw that as our normal. Me and my youngest brother, by 1 minute LOL, go on walks almost every night. Most of the time we just talk about stupid stuff, or I force him to help me study for exams by holding my flashcards. But sometimes we do talk about deeper things, most of the time about our family. About a week ago now, we were talking about something to do with our mom, and he kind of blurted out that sometimes when he is with his friends, that he accidentally calls me mom, and that it happens frequently enough they have an inside joke about it. Although in the moment I acknowledged that I thought it was sweet, and I'm glad I can be that kind of person in his life. Every time I think about it, I cry. I have no idea why, but it makes me so happy to know that at least one of my brothers sees how hard I try to be there for him and give him the support he deserves. Even today, both of them told me they got me a Christmas present. I didn't expect this at all, seeing as only one of them has a job, and I've never seen either of them as the gift-giving type. Later, the youngest one told me it was because he was really grateful for everything I do for them. I feel bad that I'm happy about this, but it just feels like all of the hard work I've put into helping them grow up is paying off so well. A few weeks back, my 19-year-old sister and I got into an argument literally over nothing. She just got mad at me because I, a 25-year-old female, didn't take her side when she was arguing with mom. She said my demeanor changed whenever she argues with mom and that I side with my mom. However, I do nothing. I just ignore my sister a little more because her outbursts towards my mom are too intense for me to handle. Also, I am married and don't live at home but come over weekly to visit them. Just as I was leaving to go home, my sister sent me a load of texts, and in one of them she said, "Your baby's dead, get out of here," as an insult. I had recently miscarried and am very hurt by her words. It still stings me so much. Fast forward to this week, I had to drive my family to dinner and my sister was also attending. I already made it clear to my mom that I would not have her sitting in my car, however my mom just kept quiet about it. When my dad said it was time to go to dinner, he drove her and my mom in one car and went straight to work. However, on the return, unfortunately, I had to take her back home. I was extremely angry and held a grudge towards my mom all night, and currently because I specifically told her if she invited my sister into my car, there would be trouble. Unfortunately, due to my anxious nature, I'm not confrontational, and my sister gets extremely rowdy. She is my mother's daughter, and I expect her to let her know she can't sit in my car. Now my mom thinks I'm overreacting. She said life is too short to hold grudges. She said, your sister sent your dad to jail and he still forgave her. He has such a big heart as to expect the same forgiveness from me. She also tries to gaslight me and talk about when my parents both die. It's going to be a tough life with siblings no longer being in contact. I just can't bring myself to forgive her. My mother has forgiven my father for so much abuse, physical, mental, and cheating. She thinks I have the same tolerance. Absolutely not in my eyes. My family thinks it's perfectly okay to stay in contact even when you cross the limit. They have no concept of boundaries. Am I overreacting?